This is the final episode of Tensei Kenja anime. In total, Season 1 has 12 episodes, and the story still doesn't end here. I've been looking for information everywhere, but there's no news for Season 2. So, I suggest you read the light novel or manga to find out about Yuji's next journey. Read the light novel from chapter 120 or the manga from chapter 20. I've put the link in the description, so you just have to click. That's all the information I can give, so let's continue with the story in episode 12. Yuji is even more worried after seeing this situation because his body condition is also not strong enough to cast big magic like before. The monsters in all the cities became very dangerous, and the residents had to protect their respective cities. Kenji said that in the past, he had fought the Blue Dragon, and Kenji was defeated by it. So, it's useless if this world is left because the Blue Dragon will appear again in the next few years. So, Kenji will destroy this world for the safety of all humanity from the Blue Dragon's fury, then he attacks Yuji again. On the other hand, Yuji would also help save all the cities through the slimes he had left there. But Yuji's MP keeps decreasing, and he has to keep fighting Kenji to death. Then Yuji decided to give buffs to the adventurers in each city through the slimes, so Yuji could focus on fighting Kenji. He was grateful that many people had helped him during this time. Today, Yuji was not fighting alone to fight this calamity. My first girlfriend, Tina, will also try her best to save Kiria City. Then the beautiful girl, as my second girlfriend, will also throw a party at the Toricate restaurant, if the adventurers of Ricard City manage to fight the monsters in the forest. Yuji immediately used the blue MP potion that Dryad had made back then, and Yuji's MP returned to its state 10 minutes ago. Yuji entrusted Citral's safety to Proud using his speed. Then Yuji started to approach Kenji, who was fed up because Yuji had gone against Kenji's decision to save the world. Yuji wasn't sure about his strength as his MP was very limited. He wouldn't be able to fight Kenji, who had unlimited MP, but suddenly, Heaven's Light magic reappeared in Yuji's skill status window. At that time, he was confused by the Light of Heaven's magic because when Yuji used it, it didn't drain his MP. Currently, Yuji understands that magically comes from religious beliefs in this world. Then, Yuji immediately attacks Kenji with Heaven's Light magic. Kenji managed to get hit multiple times by the light magic of heaven. Then Yuji thought of increasing the magic damage by using the Casus dagger that Citral gave him that time. Yuji also requests the help of the slimes to use protective magic around Kenji. Because Casus's dagger damage will likely be greater than the strongest fire magic Yuji has ever cast. Kenji is upset because he should be invincible and become the strongest sage in this world. When Kenji wants to attack Yuji, Yuji immediately executes his plan to defeat Kenji. Luckily, Yuji also used protective magic on himself and survived the explosion of Heaven's Light magic. After Yuji rested there, he immediately went to the next city because Yuji didn't want anything to do with the Adventurers Guild administrator in Eldarian City. Yuji had to recover his body condition to eradicate the remaining Blue Moon members. Then Yuji asked the slimes about the state of the cities of Foztan, Kiria, Rickard, and Bajinia. They said every city had a party for their success against the monsters. But none knew why their bodies and attack power had become stronger than usual. Yuji was happy after hearing the news from the slimes in every city. Then he resumed his journey to another city. On the other hand, the guild administrator Aldarian was very confused by the massive explosion that had occurred earlier. They also received news that the spirit summoning had failed, and the Blue Moon members had died without anyone knowing the cause. Then one of the other Blue Moon members said today's incident would not be a barrier to the Blue Moon organization. Blue Moon had also prepared another machine to absorb the dragon's magic power over the years. The absorption of magic is still not finished because the dragon still has much power. This machine was more effective than Volter's spirit summoning ritual machine because the magic power came from a 1,000-year-old dragon god. It turned out that Yuji overheard their conversation because yesterday's slime was still in the room. Yuji understands Blue Moon's next plan and will try to thwart it before the machine absorbs all of the dragon god's magic power. Then suddenly, there are a lot of monsters surrounding Yuji there. Of course, he can beat them easily. Morning came, and Yuji arrived at a town called Iriarch. Yuji immediately took the monster quest he had defeated earlier and handed the quest over to this beautiful girl receptionist. I'll just call her Yuri. Yuri was about to distribute the quest rewards to Yuji's party, but Yuji said he had defeated this tiger alone. Then Yuri asked, "What class do you have, sir?" Yuji replied that he was just an ordinary beast tamer. Suddenly, Yuri cried because she thought that Yuji had been abandoned by his party members. The beast tamer must have had difficulty defeating the tiger, so Yuri felt sorry for Yuji's fate. Then a woman named Meja approached Yuri because she heard a unique conversation. She was the leader of the Iriarch City Adventurers Guild. Meja checked the monster Yuji had defeated, and she didn't see any cuts or wounds on the monster's body. Meja finds out that Yuji defeated this monster with fire magic, so Yuji's identity has revealed that he is a sage tamer. Yuji protected many cities from dangerous threats.